guys, Katrina here, the Zephyr Wheelie. Welcome back to my channel. Well, if anybody has a severe condition like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome can be, you will have to spend quite a bit of time in hospital and you may have some emergency admissions. I keep a hospital go bag, and today I wanted to show you what I keep in it for emergency purposes. But before that, I also wanted to tell you that I have now been accepted as a premium channel on another app called Rumble. It's RUMBL, which is at the top of your screen now. It's a bit like Twitch. It's a vlogging app, although it doesn't require anything like editing or that you would require for YouTube. It's just a quick thing that you answer prompts on every day. So if you'd like to head on over to my channel on Rumble, please click on the link in the description. I keep this bag always full, and just in case I have an emergency admission. Like I did a few months back when I had my meningitis scare. This is so that my family members or myself can just lift the bag and go in the ambulance. And then that way, if I do have an emergency admission, I have everything that I need with me instead of having to wait for it. Because there's nothing worse than being stuck in hospital and you're waiting on things coming from home that you really need, especially like pajamas or soap or things like that, because over here the hospital don't supply you with those things apart from the little hospital gowns, and they don't fit me, especially if you're a tall person. Even now that my dad has cancer, he keeps a bag like this as well. But first, I will show you what is in this front pocket. This is where I tend to keep all the smaller items such as toiletries and stuff. Any bigger items I just put it in the big pocket at the back. First item I have is a phone charger. If you've spent any time in hospital, especially if you've been in isolation as I was the last time, your mobile phone or your cell phone will be your only form of entertainment if you're well enough to be watching things. So a phone charger is essential, and also if you're on a normal ward, use earphones so that you don't disturb other people. And then I have toothbrush and toothpaste, always essential anyway. What is this? Body wash. It's just a little thing of Sanctuary Spa Covent Garden body wash that somebody bought me for Christmas and I never used because I prefer the non-scented stuff, but this would do in an emergency. The next thing I have is earplugs and mask set from Poundland, because if you're on a normal ward, there's nothing worse than sitting up in the middle of the night listening to somebody else snoring, or they have the light on. That happened to me one other time, and I had no sleep for the past 3 days I was in the hospital that time. The next thing I have are two face cloth type things, just to wash with. The next thing I have in the front pocket is Dove roll-on deodorant, because you can't use the spray in the hospital in case you set other people's allergies off, or as has happened one time, I set the fire alarm off, which was fun. The next thing I keep is 2 packets of little paper soap. They're like little sheets of hand soap that you run under the water and they foam up. they're always good as well, because the hand soap that they use in the hospital is just terrible. It's the cheapest of the cheap. Plus it smells awful as well. And then the last thing in this front pocket is some dental floss. Alright, on to the next pocket. I know I have little Christmassy things on these, but they were the only key rings that I had to try and open this bag. First thing that I have in here is a nightgown or nightwear, because as I said before, those little gown things that they give you in the hospital don't fit me because of my height. They look literally like I'm wearing a mini skirt. And if you've ever tried sitting in a wheelchair with one of them gown things on, there's not much left of the imagination. The next thing I keep is socks and underwear, but I'm not going to show you those. Another thing that I keep is a towel, because there's always a need for a towel. The next thing I have in here is Johnson's Body Care body cream. I'm always getting dry skin, so it's handy to keep one of these in the bag. And then the last thing in here is Johnson's 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. It's just a bottle that I had lying around. I didn't like the smell of it, so I just kept it in this in case I did go into hospital. A few other things that I would put in that bag would be whatever medication I have left in the house if I need it. Of course I have to hand that over to the nursing staff so that they can put it away. But other than that, I would keep like a magazine or something. I figured to get my hands on a magazine. Again, just to relieve the boredom. Now, the hospital that my dad was in, they did offer a pay-per-view TV thing that was beside the bed, and it was very expensive. So I would not be without my smartphone or my tablet when I'm in hospital. And if I'm well enough, I would get my dad to bring down my laptop if I was in long enough to warrant that, but the last time I wasn't in that long, so I just made do with my smartphone. I think on my other video I filmed a bit in the hospital on my smartphone. I can't remember. Yes, I did. Sorry, that's called a brain fart. But I was bored. It's really boring being stuck in isolation. Especially when you can't talk to other people, like you're just stuck in a room on your own. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video useful. If I had have seen a video like this before I started getting ill, it would have made a lot of difference to be prepared for a hospital stay, definitely. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, a thumbs up, a comment, and if you're new, please subscribe. And also, if you're new, please remember to hit the bell notification, or the bell icon, is it? And because YouTube does not notify you when I upload a video unless you hit the notification bell. And also, don't forget to click on the link to head on over to Rumble and subscribe to me there. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.